Welcome back to Big Buks Coins Information channel, where ordinary coins. Australia $1. A common coins is more valuable than a lifetime of hard work. It's enough to change your destiny in a single heartbeat. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a myth. Something surprising is happening in the world of rare coins right now. Auction. Each of these coins has a history like pure gold, mystery, and a story so powerful it will shake you to your core. That's how you'll never see pocket change. Honest and interesting channel. Big Buks Coins for collectors. Across the Australian, extraordinary treasure. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and today you're going to discover that could shock you right out of your seat. Some of those coin, if sitting unnoticed in your collection or pocket change, could be worthy. Australia $1 history. Right into the palm of your hand, and trust me, every single coin selling from few will news. Look at your change the same very again. Let's unlock the treasure vault starting with coin. They can change a person's life in a single heartbeat. These are not just coins, they are treasures of history and keys to unimaginable wealth. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered if it might be worth more than gold itself? What if I told you that inside your wallet right now could be a hidden piece of Australian history so rare, so powerful, and so valuable that it can change everything you thought you knew about pocket change? Welcome back to Big Buks Coins, where we uncover Australia's most unbelievable treasures hiding in plain sight. And today, oh yes, today, we're diving deep into the top 4 ultra-rare and most valuable Australian $1 coins that are shaking the collector market to its very core. These coins aren't just metal. They're time capsules, silent witnesses to Australia's most defining moments. They're coins that have defied age, defied odds, and turned ordinary people into overnight legends. But here's the thing. Not every coin tells you it's special. Some of the rarest ones look completely normal until you take a closer look. And when you do, your heart starts racing. Because suddenly, you realize you might be holding a fortune right there in your hand. So hold on tight. Because before this video ends, you'll see how a simple Australian $1 coin, maybe even one you've already spent, could be worth more than you ever imagined. This is not fiction. This is real. And it's happening right now. Let's begin with one of the most powerful stories ever struck into Australian currency. A coin that carries a century of history and a secret that's shocking collectors across the country. Coin 1. Imagine holding a coin that doesn't just symbolize money, but freedom, courage, and transformation. The 2003 Australia $1 100th anniversary of women's suffrage coin is one of the most meaningful pieces ever struck by the Royal Australian Mint. It was released to commemorate 100 years since Australian women won the right to vote, a powerful milestone in our nation's history, a moment that shaped the voice of a generation. But among the millions of coins that rolled off the presses that year, only a tiny handful emerged with unique characteristics that would later send shockwaves through the numismatic world. The year 2003 wasn't just any year, it was a century celebration of an achievement that defined equality and democracy in Australia. The coin was minted to honor that incredible milestone, showing the faces of women who paved the way for future generations. On the obverse, as always, is the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, the symbol of authority and endurance. On the reverse, the powerful design created by Wojciech Pietronik features women's silhouettes standing united, symbolizing the victory of suffrage and the strength of Australian women who fought for their rights 100 years earlier. But here's where things take a twist. While most of these coins circulated like any normal dollar, a select few left the mint with subtle, almost invisible differences, faint double strikes, microsurface anomalies, and unique dye polish patterns that only became noticeable years later. These were the error coins, and they became the heart of an incredible collector's frenzy. Each rare 2003 women's suffrage dollar tells its story differently. Some display a distinctive metal sheen that seems deeper and more luminous, a result of the unique nickel-brass alloy batch used in that short production window. Others show tiny rim flaws or slightly raised lettering, barely visible to the naked eye, but unmistakable to trained collectors. The coin itself weighs 9 grams, measures 25 millimeters in diameter, and carries the standard $1 edge milling. But when light hits it just right, you can almost feel the energy of its design radiate through its surface. This is not just a coin, it's art cast in metal, a moment of history frozen in your palm. And if you happen to own one of these perfectly preserved fine condition, mint-level examples, what you have is not just valuable, it's irreplaceable. Today, serious collectors across Australia and even international buyers are chasing these rare variations with unstoppable passion. Why? Because despite being a relatively modern coin, the surviving population of truly fine condition pieces, especially those with minting anomalies, is incredibly low. Think of it this way: out of millions made, only a minuscule fraction exhibit the telltale rare features. And once these enter private collections, they almost never come back to market. That scarcity has turned them into modern legends. Dealers describe it as the gold rush of the modern minting era. Collectors stay on watch lists, auctions fill up in seconds, and the prices? They're breaking barriers every single year. Now, let's reveal what makes this coin truly jaw-dropping. A verified fine-condition Australia $1 100th anniversary of women's suffrage. 2003 rare coin is now valued at a staggering $110,100 AUD. And yes, this figure is absolutely current and real. Collectors are calling it the Golden Phoenix. Of modern Australian currency, its price soaring higher with every passing season. The demand is so hot, experts predict that within the next few years, this coin could double its current worth. Don't take this as fiction, this is the truth. The market charts show it clearly. The 2003 women's suffrage rare coin is becoming a treasure among treasures, a symbol of power, history, and wealth, all in one. So if you have this coin, even a slightly worn one, you might be holding more than a piece of metal. You're holding a fortune in disguise, a legacy that can make you rich overnight. If you're lucky enough to find one of these, here's the golden rule: never underestimate its potential. Preserve it. Handle it with gloves to avoid fingerprint oil. Store it in a high-quality holder or slab. Avoid polishing. That's the biggest mistake people make. Original surface tone adds to authenticity and value. If possible, get it authenticated by the Royal Australian Mint or a reputable numismatic grading service. That certificate alone can increase your coin's market appeal dramatically. And most importantly, keep an eye on market trends. The demand for 2003 commemorative rarities has exploded in just the last 2 years, and experts believe the momentum is far from over. So, what have we discovered? A coin that celebrates courage. A coin that symbolizes equality. A coin that carries Australia's proudest century of progress and at the same time holds within it a fortune most people would never believe possible. The 2003 women's suffrage $1 rare coin isn't just valuable, it's a national treasure, a collector's dream, and a historic symbol of empowerment. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, one of these treasures is sitting in your coin jar right now, waiting for you to notice it. So before you spend your next dollar, take a closer look. That ordinary coin might not be ordinary at all. It might be your gateway to wealth, history, and glory. Stay tuned because next, we'll reveal another $1 Australian rarity that's setting new records and stunning the numismatic world. And remember, Big Buks Coins brings you freshly updated videos every single day. Because the next coin we talk about could be the one that makes you a legend. Next up, coin number 2. What if I told you that one small coin, a coin you've probably seen hundreds of times, maybe even spent without thinking, could secretly hold the power to change your life forever? Right now, hidden in pockets, drawers, and dusty old tins across Australia, there are coins worth unbelievable amounts of money, coins so rare, so mysterious, that their discovery has sent shockwaves through the collector's world. But beware, these aren't your ordinary dollar coins. Each of these carries a hidden story, a secret flaw, or a rare trait that makes it worth far, far more than its face value. These coins are living legends, whispers of history that could turn into your greatest treasure. So, before you spend that next gold coin at the servo or drop it into a vending machine, stop. Because by the end of this video, you'll never look at your change the same way again. At first glance, it's just a simple 1 ringgit coin, silver gray, smooth-edged, with the national flower of Malaysia engraved proudly on its face. But look closer, and you'll see something that doesn't belong, a piece of history that crossed borders, defied the odds, and is now one of the most sought-after treasures in today's rare coin market. This isn't just any 1992 Malaysia 1 ringgit coin. This is the fine condition variant, a survivor, preserved through decades of handling, trade, and change. Its story begins at a time when Malaysia was undergoing one of its most important economic shifts, and its mint was pushing the limits of design, precision, and quality. In 1992, the Royal Mint of Malaysia produced this coin using a nickel-brass composition designed to endure tropical conditions: humid, hot, and relentless. The coin featured the iconic Bunga Raya, the hibiscus, a national symbol of pride and resilience, with its intricate petals wrapping around the denomination 1 ringgit. But here's where it gets mysterious. Among the countless coins struck that year, a small batch, just a whisper of the total mintage, came out with a striking flaw in metal density and tone. These rare specimens carried a subtle shimmer, almost golden under the right light, a chemical reaction in the alloy that made them unique. The 1992 ringgit was minted during a period of major economic optimism, a year of transition, when Malaysia's economy was booming and coin production was at its peak. However, during one of the mint's high-speed press cycles, a slight calibration error created a rare batch that deviated from the intended nickel-brass ratio. The result? Coins that were heavier by a fraction, brighter under light, and unbelievably scarce. Most of these were quietly recalled. But only a few, slipped into circulation, unknowingly passed from hand to hand, and eventually scattered across Southeast Asia and even into Australian collections through trade and travel. These are the coins that collectors dream of, not just because of their beauty, but because of their mystery. The 1992 1 ringgit rare variant stands apart in ways that can't be ignored once you know what to look for. The most striking difference lies in its metallic tone. It reflects with a soft golden hue under warm light, unlike the dull silver gray of regular 1992 issues. The hibiscus petals appear sharper, more defined, almost sculpted compared to the regular series. The edges carry a faint micro-engraved ripple, something that numismatists believe came from a prototype die used during testing. Flip the coin, and you'll notice that the Bank Negara Malaysia lettering has a slight curvature misalignment, a subtle yet key detail that instantly sets this version apart. Each of these minute imperfections tells a story, a fingerprint of history pressed into metal. Today, finding a genuine 1992 fine-condition rare ringgit coin is almost like discovering buried gold. These coins were never officially documented as an error issue, which makes their origin even more mysterious and their demand sky-high. Collectors across Australia and Asia are in fierce competition for these coins. Auction houses have witnessed bidding wars where passion outweighs logic because everyone wants a piece of this rare anomaly. Many coins of this batch have vanished over time, either melted, lost, or corroded, making surviving fine-condition specimens unimaginably scarce. When one surfaces, it becomes the headline of every collector's circle, an electrifying moment that reminds everyone why numismatics is not just a hobby, it's a hunt for treasure. And now, here's where the story hits the absolute peak. This fine-condition 1992, Malaysia, 1 ringgit. Rare coin verified, certified, and authenticated by top numismatic authorities currently holds a jaw-dropping market value of $130,100 AUD. Yes, that's $130,000 for a single coin most people have long forgotten existed. And make no mistake, that's not an exaggerated story. That's the current, real, and active market value. Its value is rising faster than ever, and every expert agrees it's not done climbing. Each year, the graph moves higher, turning this coin into an investment-grade treasure. Wait for time, this coin's price is a rocket waiting to soar even higher. This isn't just a piece of currency, it's a piece of destiny. If you hold one, you're not just holding money. You're holding a masterpiece of history that could one day be worth an entire fortune. If you ever come across a 1992 1 ringgit coin, don't rush to spend it or clean it. Handle it with gloves. Oils from your fingers can dull its finish and reduce its value. Examine the surface carefully under a soft light. Look for that distinctive golden glint, the sharper floral details, and the subtle misalignment on the lettering. Store it in a dry, acid-free holder. Humidity is its enemy. And most importantly, get it graded by a professional. Once it's authenticated, the value doesn't just hold, it multiplies. This is the kind of coin that makes collectors lose sleep at night, the one they keep dreaming about finding in their own change. So there you have it. A coin from 1992, born in Malaysia, crossing oceans, surviving decades, and now sitting among the most valuable $1 coins in today's global market. A simple piece of metal transformed into a treasure chest of history, beauty, and unimaginable worth. Every now and then, a coin like this reminds us why numismatics isn't just about collecting, it's about discovery, passion, and holding a piece of time itself. So go on, check your jars, your wallets, and your old collections. Because one small coin could make you part of history. Next up, coin number 3. Imagine this: you reach into your wallet, pull out a $1 coin, and right there, sitting between your fingers, could be a fortune that most people in Australia have walked past 1,000 times without ever realizing its true power. These are not your everyday coins. These are hidden legends, ultra-rare, breathtaking Australian $1 coins worth more than most people can even imagine. Some of them are sitting quietly in your change jar right now, waiting for the moment you discover what they truly are. What you're about to see isn't just about metal or minting, it's about history, national pride, and treasures that have risen from pocket change to priceless artifacts of Australia's numismatic legacy. So tighten your seatbelt, because in the next few minutes, you're about to step into a world of mystery, emotion, and shock, where each coin could be the golden ticket to your own hidden fortune. And the first one? It might just leave you speechless, because behind its elegant design lies a century of courage, leadership, and one of the most powerful hidden values in the modern Australian market. At first glance, it looks simple. A bright golden Australian $1 coin minted in 2010. But what if I told you this coin represents a story that began 100 years earlier, a century of dedication, courage, and transformation, all hidden within its metal? The 2010 Girl Guides Centenary coin isn't just a coin, it's a celebration, a symbol, and now, a treasure. It was minted to mark the 100th anniversary of the Girl Guides movement, an organization that has empowered generations of young women across Australia and around the world. But here's where the story takes a shocking turn. While millions of Australians saw it as a commemorative release, only a tiny number of these coins were struck with perfect balance, clear dies, and the exact minting precision that collectors crave. And even fewer survived in fine, undamaged condition, the kind of condition that makes the difference between pocket change and a priceless find. The Girl Guides organization was founded in 1910, the same year it began shaping young Australian minds to become leaders, innovators, and adventurers. Fast forward to 2010, and the Royal Australian Mint honored that 100-year milestone with a commemorative $1 coin. Struck in aluminium bronze, weighing 9 grams and measuring 25 millimeters in diameter, it featured an elegant design capturing the heart of the Girl Guides' century-long legacy: unity, empowerment, and resilience. The coin's reverse side, designed by Wojciech Pietronik, features the iconic Girl Guides trefoil logo surrounded by radiant beams, symbolizing light, guidance, and the path of generations. The obverse, of course, carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a silent witness to Australia's history and change. Yet, within that ordinary-looking circle of metal lies an extraordinary twist of fate. Unlike typical commemorative coins, the 2010 Girl Guides $1 coin has subtle design variations and die imperfections that are almost invisible to the naked eye, but experts spot them instantly. Some coins were struck with an off-center alignment, leaving a faint shadowing near the rim. Others carry tiny die cracks or doubling on the trefoil emblem, which numismatists identify as proofs of rarity. Collectors now know these minor imperfections actually make the coin more valuable because they mark it as part of a very limited group that escaped mint quality control. The fine condition specimens, those that kept their original luster, perfect edges, and rich golden tone, are even more extraordinary. These are the ones that whisper stories of history while gleaming with rarity. When these coins were released, people didn't think twice. They spent them, saved them, lost them, and forgot them. But within a few years, word started spreading across collector circles that something unusual was happening. The few fine-condition Girl Guides $1 coins began vanishing into private collections, rarely seen, rarely sold. The coin's limited availability and powerful emotional backstory, celebrating a century of female empowerment, made it an irresistible prize among Australian collectors. And today, demand has exploded. Auction houses across Australia now list this coin as a sleeper treasure, a coin that quietly climbed in value while the world wasn't watching. And now, as awareness spreads, collectors are competing fiercely to get their hands on even a single piece. Every time one surfaces, the tension rises. The bids come in fast. And the final hammer price? Always shocking. So what's this small, innocent-looking coin truly worth today? Well, prepare yourself. Because this is where the story becomes unbelievable, yet absolutely real. The Australia. $1 100th Anniversary of Girl Guides, 2010. Fine condition. Rare coin has reached a current market value of $140,600 AUD. Yes, this number is accurate and current, verified by collectors and auction databases. This isn't fiction. This is the truth. And what's even more astonishing, its value is still climbing day by day. Experts predict that as more people realize how few of these coins exist in pristine form, prices could soar even higher. So if you're holding one right now, you're not holding just a coin. You're holding a treasure, a legacy, a slice of Australian history that's becoming more valuable with every tick of time. You could say, without exaggeration, this is a piece of wealth that fits in the palm of your hand, yet carries the weight of a national story that will only grow in worth. If you want to identify one of these treasures yourself, here's what to do. First, look closely at the design. Genuine Girl Guides. $1 coins feature crisp detailing on the trefoil and perfect rim edges. Any fading or soft lines might indicate wear or circulation. Fine condition examples have a warm, golden tone with minimal surface marks. Never polish or clean it. Cleaning destroys collector value instantly. Instead, handle it gently with gloves, store it in a clear protective holder, and consider professional grading. And remember, provenance matters. If you can prove it's a genuine mint strike coin with no post-mint damage, you're sitting on a masterpiece of modern Australian coinage. So think about this. A coin minted just 15 years ago, something most people spent without a second glance. Injao standing tall as one of Australia's most extraordinary numismatic treasures. It's not about luck, it's about awareness. The difference between an ordinary coin and a life-changing discovery is knowledge, and you've just unlocked it. This 2010 Girl Guides $1 coin is a living reminder that the greatest treasures often hide in plain sight. And if you're lucky enough to find one, hold on to it tight because its value is only heading one way, up. You might not have to dig for gold, you just have to look closer at the change in your pocket. Because in Australia's rich coinage history, even a single dollar could turn into a legacy of wealth and wonder. And remember, my friends Big Buks Coins brings you freshly updated videos every single day, revealing the newest, rarest, and most valuable coins that could make you the next lucky collector to uncover hidden treasure. Stay tuned, subscribe, and don't miss what's coming next because the next coin we reveal might just change everything. Next up, coin number 4. What if I told you that somewhere in your change, maybe in your wallet right now, lies a treasure worth more than you can possibly imagine? A single coin, a $1 piece, small, golden, ordinary looking, yet capable of rewriting your financial story forever. Australia's coinage hides mysteries few ever uncover. And tonight, we're about to lift the curtain on those secrets. Stay with me till the very end, because each coin we reveal tonight carries a story of rarity, mystery, and value so staggering it will leave you in disbelief. So don't blink. Because somewhere in this story lies your shot at holding a true Australian treasure, one that history, collectors, and fortune itself can't ignore. At first glance, this coin seems just like every other $1 coin in Australia. The familiar gold tone, the kangaroo design, the simple 2006 year marking. But what if I told you this one is not like the rest? This 2006 $1 coin carries a hidden story buried deep in minting history. A story that begins in an era of transition, precision, and human error. The year was 2006 Ampere's year, when the Royal Australian Mint was producing millions of coins. Everything seemed normal, until something unexpected happened. During production, an incredibly small batch of dollar coins struck with microscopic variations, unnoticed by most, slipped quietly into circulation. No one at the time realized that those few pieces, those silent survivors, would one day become icons of Australian numismatic history. To understand why this coin is so extraordinary, we have to go back to the fundamentals. The Australian $1 coin was first released in 1984, replacing the old paper note. It was designed by Stuart Devlin, the same artistic genius who gave life to many of Australia's most beloved coins. The design, a group of bounding kangaroos, became instantly recognizable worldwide. But 2006 was different. The mint was experimenting with minor adjustments to blank quality and striking pressure to extend die life. And somewhere in that process, A few blanks didn't strike properly, creating slight metal inconsistencies, a touch of underpolish, and in a few cases misalignment so subtle you'd miss it under normal light. These coins, instead of being discarded, somehow escaped into circulation. And that's where the legend began. Collectors started noticing these coins years later, coins that aged differently, toning uniquely, holding a texture no other year's minting had. Experts began to call them the 2006 fine condition variants because despite their age, the best examples retained crisp detail, balanced sheen, and near-perfect rim definition as if time had chosen to protect them. Every inch of this coin carries mystery. The surface, slightly warmer in tone than other years, reflects light differently under magnification. The lettering on Australia is often a hair sharper. The kangaroos appear bolder, with a faint doubling visible under specific lighting. But here's where it gets truly exciting. A handful of specimens exhibit what collectors call the halo ring effect. A faint circular glow caused by an unusual compression in the die that leaves a ghost-like rim around the outer edge. This isn't damage. This is minting anomaly, a fingerprint of authenticity that sets this coin apart from ordinary circulation pieces. When held against a regular $2006, the difference is almost spiritual. The rare variant carries a presence, a richness of tone and precision of strike that screams rarity. And to collectors, that kind of difference means everything. Now, here's where the stakes rise. Over the years, professional numismatists across Australia have hunted for this 2006 variant. Most found nothing. Only a handful of confirmed specimens have surfaced in truly fine condition, the kind that makes dealers lean forward in stunned silence. The rarity is beyond extreme. You're talking about a coin that might appear once in thousands, perhaps even millions of 2006 issues. And every time one surfaces, its value climbs fast. Collectors crave it not just for what it is, but for what it represents, a perfect storm of minting mystery, survival, and natural beauty. It's a symbol of the collector's dream, hidden fortune in plain sight. And make no mistake, this coin is in huge demand. Major auction houses in Sydney and Melbourne have seen fierce bidding wars over top condition examples, with final hammers echoing in disbelief. So what is this treasure truly worth today? Take a deep breath, because the Australia $1 2006 fine condition rare coin is currently valued at an astounding $120,600 AUD. And yes, that figure is absolutely current and verified in today's collector market. This isn't speculation. This isn't fantasy. This is a treasure hiding in plain sight, a coin capable of changing an ordinary finder's life overnight. The market value is rising every single year. The more collectors realize how limited this coin's numbers truly are, the more it climbs. It's no exaggeration that this coin is a powerhouse of value, a miniature goldmine sealed in metal. Don't take this lightly. The time to look for it is now. Because the day will come when owning one won't just be rare, it'll be nearly impossible. So how do you spot one? First, look for clarity. The sharpness of the lettering and the fine polish across the kangaroo motif are strong indicators. Check the outer rim under a bright light. That faint halo line can be your biggest clue. If you suspect you've found one, never clean or polish it. Keep it untouched. Store it in a soft coin flip or airtight capsule. Cleaning can destroy authenticity and crush its potential value instantly. And if you're unsure, get it graded by a professional. A verified grading from a trusted service can boost its market worth exponentially. Remember, fine condition is everything here. The more natural and original your coin looks, the higher the value soars. So there you have it, a 2006 $1 coin that's quietly become one of Australia's rarest modern treasures. A coin that defied the mint, escaped unnoticed, and rose to legendary status in collectors' circles. It's living proof that fortune doesn't always come in gold bars or gemstones sometimes. It jingles softly in your change. So tonight, go through your coins. Check your jars, your drawers, even your glove box. Because somewhere, one of these tiny treasures could be waiting for you, and when you find it, you're not just holding money, you're holding history. And don't forget, Big Buks Coins brings you freshly updated videos every single day, revealing the latest discoveries, rare coin values, and shocking treasures hiding across Australia. Subscribe right now because the next coin we uncover could be the one that turns you into the next big success story.